When you want to solve an equation with unknowns on both sides, you want to get all your unknowns on one side and all your numbers on the other side, okay? And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So in my first example, I've got 7x add 4 equals 4x add 19. Okay, so I've got 7x on one side and then 4x on the other side. I would like them to be on the same side. Now, normally it's easier to have the x's where you have the term that's higher. So 7x is higher than 4x. So I want to keep my x's on the left side. So I want to get rid of this part here. Okay, I can get rid of it by taking it away. Okay, but remember with equations, whatever you do to one side, you have to do the same to the other side to make sure that you don't change the equation. Okay, so now 7x take away 4x is 3x. Now I still have add 4 left. Okay, now on the right side, 4x take away 4x is 0, so I have only 19 left. Okay, so I've got x's on one side. I also want to have all the numbers on the other side. Okay, so right now, plus 4 is on the wrong side. Okay, I want to have it on the right hand side. So to get rid of add 4, I need to do the opposite, which is taking away 4. Okay, again, remember to do the same to both sides. It's got 3x equals 19 take away 4 is 15. Okay, now this is quite a simple equation now. I've got 3x, which means 3 times x. Now to do the opposite, I need to divide by 3. Remember to do it to both sides. The 3's cancel, and I've got x equals 5. Okay, let's have a look at another example. 5x take away 2 equals 3x add 4. Again, I want to have unknowns on one side and numbers on the other side. I have 5x on the left side and 3x on the right side. Because 5x is higher, I want to have x's on the left side. The reason why is because I don't want to end up having negative x. Okay, so by choosing the higher term, I'm going to avoid it. So I want to get rid of this here. Okay, so I need to take it away, and I need to remember to take it away from both sides. Okay, so 5x take away 3x is 2x. Now I still have negative 2, or take away 2, and that equals 4. Now I want to get rid of this part here because I want to have all the numbers on the other side. So the opposite of taking away 2 is adding 2. I need to do it to both sides. I've got 2x equals 6. Now 2x means 2 times x. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. So I'm dividing both sides by 2. And then the 2's cancel, and I've got x equal to 3. Okay, going to look at some more examples. These ones involve brackets, so we have one extra step. Okay, so we want to get rid of the bracket first. Okay, so the best way to do it is by expanding the bracket. Sometimes you can get rid of the bracket also by dividing both sides by something, but sometimes dividing is not always helpful, so it's better to just expand it. Okay, so I have 2x equals 2 times 3x is 6x, and then 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Okay, now as we said before, I want to have unknowns on one side and then numbers on the other side. I've got 2x and 6x. 6x is higher, so I want to keep my unknowns on the right hand side this time. Okay, so I want to get rid of 2x. Okay, so I need to take it away from both sides. Now 2x take away 2x is 0. Okay, 6x take away 2x is 4x. and then take away 8. Okay, we also said that we want the numbers to be on the other side. Okay, so don't want to have it on the same side as the unknowns. Okay, so I need to get rid of this. I can do it by adding to both sides. Okay, so now I have 0 plus 8, which is 8, equals 4x. Remember, 4x means 4 times x, so I need to divide both sides by 4, and we get the answer, which is 2. In the next example, we have brackets on both sides, and we need to expand both of them. Okay, so I have 2 times x, which is 2x, 2 times 3, which is 6, then 3 times 2x, which is 6x, and 3 times negative 4, which is negative 12. Okay? And now again, I want to have unknowns on one side. I've got 2x and then 6x. 6x is higher, so I want to keep my unknowns on the right side. Okay, so I want to get rid of 2x from the left side, so I need to take it away. Remember, I need to take it away from both sides to make sure that the equation doesn't change. Okay, so now on the left side, I've got only 6 left. Now 6x take away 2x is 4x, take away 12. Now I don't want this number here, okay, because I want to have only unknowns on the left, on the right hand side. So all the numbers need to be on the left side. So I want to get rid of the negative 12. So I'm going to add 12 to both sides, because remember, you need to do the opposite. Okay, 6 add 12 is 18. And then I've got 4x left. Remember, 4x means 4 times x. Okay, so I need to divide by 4, both sides. Okay, now 18 divided by 4. Okay, just be a bit careful, because we're going to get a decimal number, which is 2.5. Okay. And now the last set of examples, okay, as you can see, we have some fractions involved as well, and we've got brackets. So I want to get rid of the brackets first, okay. Now you could get rid of the fraction first as well, in this example here, but not in the second example. It will be easy to make a mistake, okay, with the other example. So it's better to get rid of the brackets first. So let's expand. So you have x over 2, and then 3 times 2x, which is 6x, and then 3 times negative 11, which is negative 33. Okay? Now, my x on the left side is trapped in that fraction, so I need to get rid of that fraction. Okay? So I need to times both sides by 2. Okay? I need to times both sides by 2. So now those 2's cancel, and I have only x left. And here, remember to times every single term by 2. So 6x times 2, okay, is 12x. And then negative 33 times 2, which is negative 66. Okay, now I've got unknowns on both sides. I've got x on one side, 12x on the other side. 12x is higher, so I want to keep my unknowns on the right side. Okay, so I need to get rid of the x on the left side. So I take it away again from both sides. I've got 0 left on the left hand side. Now 12x take away x is 11x, take away 66. Now I want to get rid of my number from the right side. I need to do the opposite, so that is adding 66. Okay, 0 plus 66 is 66, and then that is equal to 11x. Now 11x means 11 times x, so I need to divide by 11 again both sides. Okay, 11's cancel. 66 divided by 11 is 6. And then in the last example we're going to look at, okay, we have some fractions involved and some brackets involved as well. Okay, so I'm going to expand the bracket first. Okay, so that's 3 times 2x is 6x, 3 times negative 11 is 33. Now notice those two questions are quite similar, okay, but we have this part here, okay, that's slightly different. Now I can't times both sides by 4, or I could, but I need to then remember to times minus 1 as well. So what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to get rid of this first. Okay, so because it's take away 1, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Okay, and that's going to be x over 4 equals 6x take away 32. And now this looks just like the one on the left side. So now I can get rid of the fraction by multiplying both sides by 4. So I times this side by 4 and this side by 4. Okay, now remember that the 4's will now cancel. Okay, and here I have only x left. And then on the right hand side, you need to remember to times every term by 4. Now 6x times 4 is 24x, and then negative 32 times 4 is negative 128. Okay, now because 24x is bigger than just x, I want to keep x's on the right side, so I'm going to take away x from both sides. Okay, so I've got 0 left, and then 23x take away 128. Now to get rid of this part here, I need to add to both sides, and that is 128 is equal to 23x. 23x means times, okay, 23 times x, so I need to do the opposite, which is dividing by 23. Okay, and the answer, okay, is going to be a fraction. X equals 5 and 13 over 23.